are you two sisters? I'm Melissa,
I'm Dawn.
and this episode is going to be a little different.
It's going to be strictly autographs from wrestlers. We decided not to do everybody because, let's be honest, we met more wrestlers than we met other people. There's going to be a future episode where it's autographs from musicians, actors, somebody else.
Yeah, and then there's going to be an episode after that where we're going to be showing you some of the action figures we have, some of the collectibles, stuff like that. Just a bunch of nerd stuff. It's going to be a big old nerd fest.
Because we're nerds.
Pretty much. But let's go ahead and get started. Most of these, we're not really going to go too much into the story. We're just going to talk about the autograph.
There is some that we're going to be showing you that are duplicates, like the same autograph, the same sheet. So if that's the case, we'll just say times 2 because they're the same thing. So it's super fun to show you 2 of the same thing where it's saving us time and you time from.
Makes sense.
Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started.
So I'm going to go ahead and start off here. I got a binder here. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. I used to use this a lot when I worked at a country club a while back. Put a lot of pictures up here. There's a picture up here right in the corner. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. It's of Matt Hardy and Jimmy Wang Yang. I got Matt Hardy to sign it a couple years ago at SummerSlam. I had met him the year prior, actually in our pajamas, and that's how he remembered us, was in our pajamas. But it's a really pretty good autograph. The pin was kind of dying, so it's kind of faded. It would have been better, you know, if it would have been a stronger pin, but I'm pretty happy with it. So hopefully you'll be able to see it. It's kind of cool. It's kind of a cool autograph.
At the same time she got that signed, I brought my Hardy Boys This to Aspire and This to Aspire book with me. It's a little wear and tear on it because I used to carry in my book. But I got Matt signed the front page, like her autograph. I hope you can see it. It's kind of like a little faded and it's on the Hardy Boys thing. I'm hoping next time I meet Jeff I could get him to sign it, but with him being a teenage, I'm really strict on letting you bring in WWE shit, so it's really hard to try to sneak it in.
Absolutely. Of course, we could always try to get him at a hotel in an airport or something.
Yeah.
Sticking on books, back when Chris Jericho first left WWE the first time, when he wrote his first book, Alliance Tale, we were lucky enough to get tickets, and they gave us Q&A, the book copy, and you got to meet Chris. We each got a picture. I got the front page signed. He was really nice. He made it all out to Melissa. Hers is out to Dawn. He actually signed it. Yeah, he actually dated it. Made a little, CJ. Talked about the book. Really nice guy. We have pictures with him too that'll be coming up. I'm sure you'll hear the story. But if you haven't read this book, read it. In his new one. If you like Chris Jericho, it makes you love him more because he's hilarious.
We have to do that episode because it's a really great story with her.
It's a pretty good story. Go ahead.
Okay, this one. Alright, so when we went to SummerSlam this past year, I got this lovely blue action ticket for my birthday, which was like the month before SummerSlam, so I took it with me, and I got Drew McIntyre to sign it. The thing was, he asked me what I wanted it to say, and I said, oh, can you put 2 dogs? So he actually put 2 dogs, and he signed it, which was really awesome. Most wrestlers don't ask you what you want it to say, and I was like, oh my god, you actually want me to decide? So, yeah.
I got the Shawn Michaels book, Heartbreak and Triumph, a few years ago actually. I've always been a Shawn Michaels fan. We just went and met him this year at SummerSlam about the VIP passes. I had gotten the book signed. They asked me where I wanted him to sign, and I kind of didn't really care at the time. Now looking back, I'm like, I probably should have chosen the other page because it's white and he was signing with a black marker. But at that time, I just was so psyched that I was meeting him. But so I ended up getting him to sign the little picture here. The only problem is the picture's black and white and he's signed with a black marker. So it's kind of hard to see. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to get a good shot of that. But, I mean, it's still an autograph from HBK, so I'm going to take it. But definitely need to think about that in the future. And think about it at the time.
Moving on with HBK, I got the WrestleMania 26 magazine signed. This is the only one we invested in, but it's Shawn Michaels. I got him to sign it. And, yeah, I think it came out really well.
I did. I actually like that one. Yeah. It's bright, and it was pretty good.
Than the other one.
These are kind of cool. These are kind of cool things. This actually isn't Coca Cola. It's the first Supreme one.
I like it.
A couple years ago, for my birthday, my sister bought me a T-shirt for Cole Cabana, an independent wrestler. I'm sure you guys are familiar
Who
with him.
doesn't know Cole?
He's friends with CM Punk, all this stuff. And when she ordered it, he threw in a couple postcards. There's this one
I
that
have one
is
somewhere.
signed by Cole Cabana, and then I gave her one as well. He just kind of threw them in there free, like, 'cause she ordered a T-shirt for me for my birthday, and it was really cool. Like, it was really cool to do that. Just kind of throw it in there, and really awesome thing.
I have no idea what my Prince of Pringle one is.
Also, since Dawn's talking about it,
Sorry.
a couple years before he died, Paul Bearer, Percy Pringle, was up here at a local independent show, and we got autographs with him, signed pictures with him. Really nice guy. Really sad to see him go, but very nice guy. Very nice guy.
And that one by the closet.
Probably.
Anyways, let me move on. Since we were talking about Sean before she did that, I got Triple H's autograph on the DS thing. It's really hard to see. He did it in black. He was gonna do silver, but all of the silver markers were like bled out or wasn't good. So that's the only bad thing. It's really hard to read. But I was gonna get Sean to sign it too, but Sean's so far on the back that you can't really get Sean to sign it. But come on, it's DS. You can't really go wrong with that. But he signed another one. Where's my? But yeah. But since it came out dark, he also signed They Fight 10 for us, or for me. He personalized both of them to me, so it was pretty cool of him to sign both of them instead of just signing one.
Yeah, I had kind of the same story with Triple H. A couple years ago, we went through some really hard times. I had a notebook full of quotes from different wrestlers that I had read books of and quotes. And I have this quote here for Triple H. So when we met him, I took it up there and I asked him if he could sign it. Really great guy. He signed it right here. The only bad thing is I wrote the quote in black marker and he signed in black marker. So if you kind of look at it, you can't really make out the autograph. But it was cool of him to sign it, at least acknowledge it. And then he also gave me an 8x10 as well, similar to hers, exact same. Made it out to me, asked me my name, everything. Really nice guy. He actually offered the 8x10, so we didn't even have to pay. He was just like, oh, here, you want 8x10? So really great guy. Really awesome story.
I guess he is.
Okay, can we just...
Sorry, I'll move on. I'll move on. We met Kofi Kingston out in Las Vegas
A few years
a
back.
few years back in like 2009.
Yeah, something like that.
I unfortunately didn't have anything from the time. She got a WrestleMania.
I had a WrestleMania 25 program, but it's still in storage. We just moved into a new place, obviously, so everything's kind of...
Still in boxes, and that's why I'm kind of like, what is this? What's that? But I got this. At least they have his picture on it. I'm like,
Yeah.
she said they give you, but he's on it and he signed it. I was about to walk away without it because I was so nervous about meeting him, but got him to sign it.
She's getting over a cold, so that's why she's coughing.
Yeah, sorry. At least you guys can't catch this. She can.
I got this picture signed. What we did a couple years ago, we went to a house show. I made a sign for Alex Riley. I didn't get to catch him before the show because the arena was really set up weird. But I had taken a picture of the sign that I made for him, and then just this year at SummerSlam Access, we had saw him, and I was basically just kind of showing him the sign I made. He acknowledged it at the show. He pointed to me and waved and stuff, but he actually took his marker and he signed it right here. It's kind of a cool thing to have, like, you know, he appreciates it. Really, I mean, I love Alex Riley, so it was kind of a cool thing to have.
This is really awesome. It was 4 autographs on this one. I was still in high school, and we forged my dad's signature to get me out of high school at lunch. I don't think my dad knows about it, so
He does now.
He does now. But we went down to University City Walk, and we met Chris Masters and Candice Michelle on Friday, and then Saturday morning we unfortunately missed the cutoff time, but we stayed around and we got front row. Me and my friend at the time stayed, and you were getting claustrophobic.
It was a really big crowd, so I couldn't handle being pressed against all those people. So her and her friend stayed.
I think we let you one somewhere.
Yeah, I have one right here. So her friend got me an autograph because she doesn't really watch wrestling. So we got Paul London and Brian Kendrick.
Along with the Candice Michelle and Paul
Chris Masters.
Chris Masters and Kenny Smith the day before.
It was kind of a cool event. I wish they'd kind of do it again.
Yeah.
It said WrestleMania Access, but WrestleMania wasn't in LA that year. It was just kind of
Mania
a,
23.
it's kind of a weird tour thing that they did. It was like a once in a lifetime thing. I haven't seen it since.
Yeah.
So moving on. I got this picture taken. It's kind of basic. All these are kind of basic, so I'm just going to kind of show you real quickly. They're all pictures that I got taken with the superstars. I got me and Miz, me and Justin Gabriel, and me and Cody. Really good pictures. And I got them all signed this year at SummerSlam Access, which was really nice. I really wanted to get the Cody one signed, and Justin Gabriel was always nice. The Miz was actually not supposed to sign autographs because he was doing pictures, but he always keeps a Sharpie in his pocket, so if you ask him, most of the time he'll sign for you, even though he's not supposed to. So that's just a little tip.
Or at least keep a Sharpie on you.
Yeah, keep a Sharpie with you, because that happened to Cody a couple of times. He would forget his Sharpie, and she had one. So just a little tip. Miz usually has one on him, especially if he's in the photo booth, so it never hurts to ask.
Speaking of Cody, we met Cody out in Vegas last year. No, was it last year?
It was a couple years ago.
2 years ago. And that's a whole long story. But we went out to Vegas to meet him and got him to sign this. It says, "Too darn, stay dashing, Cody Rhodes." I fangirled so hard. When he put "stay dashing," like, he was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Okay."
I got the same kind of one, except mine says, "To Melissa, take care of your knee." I was still on crutches at the time. We actually couldn't go up into the trailer to meet him. So he was telling me to take care of my knee. Actually, this year when we met him again, he was telling me about how he hurt his knee, and he was asking how my knee was doing. So it was kind of a weird,
twist.
It was kind of a weird relation thing, but really cool. Like, again, we've always said before, if you can meet Cody, meet him. He's a great guy. He's a really nice guy. Let's see, what do I have? Okay. This one was taken a couple years ago. It's one of the main generic sheets. If you ever meet superstars at any kind of signings, they usually have these generic sheets. They're not the best, but if you don't have anything else, it's worth getting. I kind of got this. I guess you could say I kind of snuck it. Christian handed it to me, so I took it. It's kind of what happened. It's Matt Hardy and Christian. We met them when I got that picture signed, and I have another picture of Christian coming up that I got signed. And I don't know, there was an extra autograph paper, and as we were walking, Christian kind of was like, he slid it across the table, so I kind of just picked it up and took it with me. My autograph now. It's pretty generic, though. It's not made out to anybody. It's still an autograph, though, so.
I'm trying to think of where I want to give it to Mom.
Just grab one. That's what I've been doing.
I think you have one of mine in this car. Anyways, since she's been doing her first, been done with my first. I did can do 2 at a time. Alright, so I'm an aspiring wrestling photographer. So what I did for this past SummerSlam was I printed out my best shots of the wrestlers. And I took them with me to get signed. Got this one of Alice Riley.
He actually really liked that photo. When she pulled it out, he was like, it's a really great shot.
Yeah, he complimented this one, and then Justin Gabriel complimented this one as well. Probably can't see this one or this one because it's really dark with the black pins, but they both seem to like it.
They came out really well. The autographs came out really nice on those.
The best is the one coming out with Justin Gabriel and Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, wait till you see that one. So a few years back, when Batista was still with the company, he's back with the company. But
Before he left,
he was doing signing at a muscle convention in Vegas. Dawn has one exactly like this. If she's going to show it. So we were able to get an autograph of him. I really like this picture because it's much better than the plain sheets that they give you. I always like it when they put a photo on there. The autographs turned out really, really nice. It was a really good pin.
He was on the right too, so
he signed it really well. It was a really great. It's a really great autograph. It's one of my favorites. It came out really nice. At that same convention, I gotta find mine. I don't know where I put mine.
As you can tell, we're not organized right now.
Obviously. At the same convention, we met John Cena the very next day. I have one exactly like this. They gave these to the people in line so they knew if you had bought in, because you had to buy something to meet John Cena. They gave all of these people in line. The guy was actually taking them at the door, and we begged him not to because we didn't have anything for John Cena to sign. He wasn't supposed to sign autographs. We found that out later.
Yeah.
But the guy, what he did is he ended up ripping this side of it. We taped it, but he ended up ripping it so he could signify that we had already used it because he was afraid we were going to get back in line. But so he ripped both of them, which kind of sucks for the autograph because it's a perfectly legit autograph, but he ripped the whole thing. So whatever. But we got John Cena to sign it. It's kind of dark. It's on a black Sharpie. Kind of, you probably can't really see it that well, but it's John Cena. He's huge, and we got his autograph. So even though we weren't supposed to, he actually had to go look for a pin to sign it because no one had
That
asked
was the
him.
only time. That was the only time I didn't have a Sharpie on me. That was before I realized I needed to carry one.
Yeah. So, but I mean, we got the autograph, so I'm not gonna complain.
Yeah. So I'm gonna finish up as ones I have. I'm gonna do this one later, but this is the one I was talking about. I'd like Justin David to sign this one. You're probably wondering how I'd like Justin David to sign two different photos. She went and met Justin David the night before. I almost leave our time and I thought we weren't going to make it through. So she went and met him, and the next day we went through Justin's bike, so she took one of my photos and I took the other one, so I got both of them. But he signed it, and the best was, at that time Cody had his mustache, so he got the black Sharpie and he drew a little mustache on Cody's face. And then, like, he shaved the mustache off before our SummerSlam. So I was like, crap, but it's hilarious. I thought it was hilarious.
We just gotta get Cody to sign that, so tell him that Justin was the one that drew the mustache on his face.
And then I got Cody to sign this one. It was when Cody was IC champion, obviously. And Cody liked this one before I went there. And he was, oh, that's a great shot. And I was like, oh my god, yay. I love Cody. And then we got Mesa to sign this one. I like this one because he actually did silver. And it off balances his black attire. And then I got Jinder and Heath to sign this. That's the same time Bruce signed his figure. And then Christian signed this.
Speaking of Christian, actually worked out well.
Yeah.
We met Christian back in 2008, and we met him at a signing, and he signed this for me. Same kind of thing I had with Triple H. It kind of worked out better this time because it was on white paper, and there were all these other different colors, and he signed in black marker. So it worked out better that time. Actually, when he signed it, I gave him the binder, and he saw his picture on the binder, and he actually signed the binder too. So it's kind of nice. And then we got this picture taken, and so a couple years ago when we met Christian, actually at the Matt Hardy thing at SummerSlam Access, I had him sign the picture again. I think it came out alright. It's kind of nice. It's black marker on the blue shirt, so it's pretty, you can kind of see it. So it's kind of nice. I love Christian if you couldn't tell, so anytime I get to meet Christian, I'm a happy girl.
And then we did VIP for Edge last year, or
A couple years
a
ago.
couple years ago. We got made by Tim signed. I honestly didn't have anything else for Edge to sign.
The only thing I don't like about it was the pin is very, very thin. It
Yeah.
almost looks like a felt tip pin.
Yeah.
I would have preferred a regular Sharpie made a little more bold, but it's Edge. I'm not going to complain.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll keep going. Chris Jericho, bringing it up, when we met him at the book signing, I got the picture taken, and then we met him again a couple years later, and you couldn't get pictures at that one. Remember that one?
Yeah,
That was
what
stupid.
did I get signed it for?
I have no idea. But I got my picture of me and him signed, and it came out pretty nice. Silver marker. He made it out to Melissa, kind of in the corner, kind of off our faces. So it was kind of a nice autograph. It looks kind of messy. Like it looks like it's almost blurred a little bit, but it's the one thing I love about Chris Jericho is he always dates the autographs. This one was in 2010. The other one he put 2008. So it always kind of reminds you like when you met him.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I like about Chris Jericho. I like when they do that. One thing me and her do is if we're going to an event and we don't have anything for anybody to sign. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Which one?
The one with the funny picture.
I don't know. It's got to be in there somewhere. I probably have it somewhere. I have it. It's right here. There, I gave her stuff back. She's happy. What we do is if we go to somewhere like SummerSlam Access, Impact, if we're going to be meeting a lot of different wrestlers, instead of taking, occasionally we'll take action figures because we're just starting a new like our action figure collection. But
with my photographs, I just so
we don't like not having something for them to sign. We don't really like the generic sheets. I mean, they're all right.
Very rarely do we let them use it.
But so what we started doing is for like SummerSlam Access, we started making sheets like this. It's just plain white paper. We kind of design it a little bit. It says SummerSlam Access, draw on it. And what we do is we get all their autographs on one.
And we write who it is underneath the autograph so we know who signed it.
The only bad thing about this is the very first year we went to SummerSlam, we only made one sheet.
Yeah.
And what we didn't realize was that some people sign really, really big. And so literally during lunchtime we had to make another sheet and even a couple more sheets. So next time, you gotta make like 2 or 3 sheets. But it's a kind of a cool little thing to just kind of have. Everybody's in one place. You can look. Obviously, if you have something specific for them to sign, get that. But same thing with TNA. We went and saw Impact a couple years ago. We met Jeff Hardy. She had included our picture with Jeff Hardy, but I just kind of had him sign it. And then a couple years later, after I had knee surgery, we went and saw Impact. And one of the crew members ended up giving us a backstage pass. That's another story. So we got to go back and we got to meet a few people like Bobby Roode, Magnus, Mojo, Kurt Angle, all those really cool people. So we had them all sign here, which was really an awesome thing, and that guy was amazing for doing that. And then, want to wait or not go through these? These are just basic, same as your average meal.
These are like times 2 because those duplicates behind you.
Yeah, for SummerSlam sheets. Tensai, we didn't have anything for him to sign. We'd never seen him before, so we didn't have anything for him to sign. This was Christian. I think that was for me because I didn't have anything for him to sign. This is Corey Graves and Adrian Neville. We have 2 of these. They're exactly the same. They didn't make them out to anybody. We really didn't care. We were just excited they were there. We have 3 and B on this side. That's mine. Emma and Xavier Woods, who are both on the main roster now, which is awesome because we got to meet them again from Next. No one really makes it out when you have these sheets. They kind of just sign them and go. So it kind of takes the personal touch out of it a little bit. And then I got JTG. So, I mean, it's an autograph, so you can't really complain, but I like the more personal ones.
Yeah, these are the last of my autographs. I got, I'm wearing my Johnny Gargano shirt. I don't know if you know who he is, but he's the Dragon Gate USA champion right now. I got him to sign that. I'm hoping to get Chuck Taylor. It's kind of a dark bow, but that's all I had at the time. And then I got him to sign this one. I really like this photo of Johnny. He signed that one. And then I got Drew Gulak, who's VVW champion right now. And then this one. Oh my god. This one. Like, I have it on display in my room. It's like, even though I have a lot of...
This is her shrine.
Yes, I have a lot of favorite autographs, but this one is probably one of a kind right now. I got Sami Callihan, who is now Solomon Crow, back in June of last year. And then in August, when we went to SmackDown, I got Dean Ambrose, who was John Moxley, and those two formed Switchblade Conspiracy. So, yeah, like, I'm so
If you don't know,
excited.
Switchblade Conspiracy was a really big tag team in the indie leagues, and both of them now are under WWE contracts, so it's a big deal for her.
Even though he's signed as Dean Ambrose and not John Moxley, it's still fucking Switchblade Conspiracy people.
She was actually wearing a CZW shirt at the time, and Dean Ambrose was like, I like your shirt.
It was awesome.
Like, he gave a nod back to where he came from, which was really great to see. And I think that's pretty much it for autographs. We have a lot of collectibles, but a lot of pictures, a lot of sheets.
We do have Kane autographs, but it's on the See No Evil posters, but they're rolled up and have been rolled up since like
2008.
Yeah, since like 2008. So we have no idea what kind of condition they're in.
I'm hoping
we
we can start like a collection of action figures and maybe start getting those signed. we literally just started kind of buying action figures. My boyfriend bought me a few. That's how you know he's a good boyfriend. He buys me action figures.
And as of right now, we have like room for them, but very little room. So we
So,
want to buy more, but we don't want to buy too much because we don't have.
so hopefully, like in the future, we'll be able to expand a little bit on what we're getting signed. There's a lot of things I'd like to get maybe double signed or whatever I can do. But yeah, so that's about it for our wrestling autographs. Hopefully you enjoyed looking at our collection. We enjoyed going through it and reliving all the stories. And I guess that's about it for this episode of Are You Two Sisters?